Mm, Hello everyone, welcome back to our Python programming course. So in the previous class we learned about comparison operators and assignment operators. So today we will complete the entire operators chapter. So this is one of the most important sessions because after today you will have everything needed to start writing decision making programs using if and else statements. So stay till the end of the video because we will also build some small projects together in this video. So are you excited for today's lecture? So before starting on, we will be quickly revising all the things that we have done in the previous lecture. So it's easier for you to understand. So let's do a quick revision. So let me ask you which operator checks if two values are equal. Question mark. So, which operator checks if the two values are equal? So, our answer, as you have already taught you, should be equals to. Double equals to operator is used for checking the values are equal or not. Single equal to is just for assigning values. Okay. So, which operate? So, next question would be which operator is used to, let's say, mm, update a variable. So it update for updating we can write plus equals to, or let's say minus equals to anything, right? Multiplication equals to. So these all just update the values of the variable. Okay. So let me ask you, what is the output of print 20 greater than 15? So this always returns output in true or false. So is 20 greater than 15? Yes, so it will return true. Okay, the output will be given as true. So until now we have checked only one condition. What if there are two or more conditions together? So them there is not only such case that every time there will be only one condition, right? So in real life scenarios there can be more than two or more situations. So that's exactly what logical operators do. Today we will start with logical operators, and this was the beginning of the logical. Let me write the topic for today's session: logical operators. So let me first write you what all are the logical operators. The first one is the AND operator, then the OR operator, and lastly NOT operators. Okay, so logical operators combines multiple conditions. The final answer is always true or false. Okay, so let me start with the AND operator. So let me open my online Python compiler first. I use the DB compiler. Okay, so let me remove it. And let me take age as an input. I've already defined the inputs. So you won't have to write int input. All the values are already given, fixed values. So let's print using multiple conditions, right? Let print. So here it would be age greater than equal to, let's say, 18, and marks greater than equal to, let's say, 60. Okay, so predict the output. What do you think will happen when I press this run button here? Let's see. It's giving true. So let me explain it to you. So Python, what it does is first checks the first condition, which is age greater than equals to 18? So the age we took it was 20, and 20 is greater than equals to 18. So it gives a true. Then further, it checks the second condition. So the second condition is marks greater than equals to 60. So the marks that we took an input was 75, and here it is told to check is the input marks greater than equals to 60. So true. So since both are true, the answer is true. So let's try checking it on another condition. Age equals to 16, and then marks equals to 75. So now we will print age greater than equals to 18 and marks greater than equals to 60. So let's run this and check whether what is the output. So the output here is false. So let me explain it to you why. So first it is checking is the age greater than 18. So it is false in the first case only, so it won't check the other case and always return false, because if we have and condition, so for true we need to get both the condition true. It won't matter if this first second condition is true, it will return false if the first condition here is false, because age 16 is not greater than 18. So let me explain it to you with the help of a real life analogy. So imagine, let's say, so imagine your parents say you can go on a trip with some conditions if your exams are over and your homework is complete. So if only one is completed, can you go? No, right? Both conditions are required, exactly like the AND operator. You need to get both the conditions true to get your true output. Okay, so that is all with AND. So now we will be moving on to our OR operator. So let's again take the input as age equals to 16 and then permission equals to, let's say, we've already take it as a true. Okay, so let's print here age greater than equals to 18 or permission. What do you think would be the output? So let's run it and check it's giving us a true. Let's understand why. Because in this OR condition, if only one condition is false, the other is true, then it will return a true, or only needs one true condition. So let's see here, it shows that age is greater than equals to 18. So the input age we took was 16, and it checks here if the age is greater than or equals to 18, or if the second condition is true. So so hello. So if one condition is false and the other is true, or only needs one true condition. So let me help you make it more clear to it. Let me make it more clear it to you with the help of one real life analogy. So let's take the example of Instagram. So Instagram lets you log in using email or phone number. Do you need both? No, only one is required. You either need your phone number or either need a email. So that's OR. So let's talk about the next operator which we will use, that is not operator. So let me erase it all. Let's type something. Practice along with me so it will make a healthy coding for you. So let's see, logged in equals to true, then print not of logged in. So not logged underscore in. So let's run this. Oh, sorry if written it long. So if running it, so it gives us false. So what not does basically is it is reverses the result. So true becomes false and false becomes true. So just like if the light is on and we press the switch, the light becomes off. So if we press again, it will become on. So not simply changes the state. Okay, I hope you are getting it. So let us talk about the next operators, which are membership operators. Membership operator. So let me first write all the operators in membership operator. So they are in and not in. Okay. So let's say membership operators check whether something exists inside a collection or not. So if we like say make a list, fruits equals to apple. So you won't now know what a list is. Just take it as a collection. Okay. So let's add apple in the collection. Then we will add, let's say, banana. It is a collection of fruit. Then let's add mango in it. And last, orange. Okay, so this is a collection of fruits. So let me ask, is apple inside the list? Obviously, yes, the apple is present here. So let's ask the same thing to Python. First, create a list here. Fruit equals to apple, banana, mango, and then orange. Okay, so now let's ask Python. So for us, for doing so, we'll have to write it print, write the name which we want to find apple in the name of the list fruit. Okay, so let's run it. It's giving us a true. So now what will happen if we write something which is not in the list? Let's say if we write grape. So is grapes present here? No, right? So it will give a false. Okay. So imagine attendance. So today's attendance list, let's say, is Rahul, Aman, Priya, and Ria. The teacher asks, is Rahul present? So the answer would generally be yes. So Python does exactly the same thing. So let's take the example of that only, attendance. So let's make a list of students equals to students equals to Rahul, Aman, Priya, and Ria. Okay. So now let's find someone who is in the list. Okay. Print, let's say Rahul in students. And then let's check someone who is not in the list. Let me take my name here. Others in list. Sorry, the list. You wouldn't have to write the name of the list. Student. So let me run it and yes, so the first Rahul is present, so it gives us a true, and others is not present in the list. It returns us with a false. So now similarly, what will happen if I use not in? So let me remove this both statement and continue with, let's see, print. Let me write here Ankit, Ankit, and then not in students. So let's see what will happen. So Ankit not in students. So it is just checking that if this name is present in the list. It is not present, it returns a true. So, so I hope you are clear with the difference between, excuse me, the difference between in and not in. Since Ankit is not present, the Python returns true. So suppose, let me give you an example. So Amazon has a product, let's say laptop, keyboard, and mouse. And a customer searches camera. So the Python will check camera in product and return the whatever. If the camera is present, it will return true. And in our case, since the camera is not present, it would give us a false. So similarly, let us uh, move to our next topic today, which is the next topic of our today's class will be, wait, let me find. So it's identity operators. Okay. So after this is done, now we will be talking about the identity operators. So let me first write it to you that what are the identity operators that we are going to use. So it's is and is not. Okay. So identity operators are slightly different. Comparison operators compare the values and identity operators compare objects. So for beginners, remember this is this simple difference. Okay. So let me tell you that this e double equals to checks the value, checks the value, and is here in the identity operator checks the identity. Okay. So let me give you an example in the compiler itself. So let me take a equals to 10 and then b equals to 10 too. So if I write here print a double equals to 10 and then again sorry, a double equals to b, we are checking if a is equals to b or not. And then if we write here print a is b, so let's run this code. So both the conditions are giving us true. So both variables currently point to the same integer object. So both comparisons appear to true. Sorry, both compare appear to be true in this simple example. Now, if we take two list, okay, if we take a list like this, and right here 1, 2, comma 3, and then here if I write also the same 1, comma 2, comma 3, and now do these lists have the same values? Yes, no. So let's check it. Print a equals to b. So if we run this, then it will give us a true. So now what will happen if we check it with a is operator, identity operator, right? If we run it, then it will give us a false. Why? Because the values are the same, but the Python created two different list objects. So the identity is different. So uh, I will make it clear to you when we will learn about lists and things. So let me help you understand it with a example. So let's imagine two notebooks. Both have the exam exactly same notes, same color, same pages, same handwriting. So are they physically the same notebook? No, exactly. Their contents are equal, but they are different two objects. Okay, this is how the uh, is operator is not operator works. Okay, so let us now learn about the is not operator. So if we write here simply print a is not b and run here. Oh, sorry, we have not taken anything a and b as input. So let me just take an input. A equals to 10 and then b is equals to 10 and then we run it. false. It gives a false because A is not true, but here both values are equals. So if we change the value of B to 20 and then run, then it will give us a true because A is not B, so it gives us a true. Okay, so let us now do a mini project. So let's combine everything that we have learned in today's lecture. Let's say we write here students equals to and take the name as Rahul and then Aman, Riya. Okay, we have taken the student and then we take a user defined input. Input, enter your name, enter your name. Oh, sorry. Then we will print if name is present in students or not. It's basically a attendance calculator for if we check here my name, let's say Adarsh, and run it. Okay, sorry, what happened? So it gives us a false because the name is not present in the list. So what will happen if we run it again and check a name which is present here? If we check Rahul, so it gives us a true because Rahul is present here. Okay, so the Python searched the list, found Rahul, and didn't found others. So it gives us the output accordingly. So another example, if we take of the program, let's write age. Age equals to int input. Okay, enter the age. Oh, what happened? Enter the age. Then we will take the marks. Marks equals to int input. Enter marks. Okay. Now we will print age greater than equals to 18 and marks greater than equals to 60. Okay. So if we run it and take the age as 14, so let's say 15 and the marks is 80. So what will be the answer? It's true because it checks both conditions are true and gives us the output. So now let's check on the different test case and write the age here as 44 and the marks as 99. It will give us a false because age is not less than 18. Okay, so let me help you with some common beginners mistake. Okay, so the beginner mistakes are they use equals to instead of double equals to. Okay, so they also use is instead of double equals to. Okay, I have already told you the use case of each of them in the video. Okay, so you will have to understand when to use what operators. Although this may appear to work sometimes, some of them work if we use in case of. But when you want to compare values like strings or numbers, use double equals to. Okay, is reverse is mainly used for checking whether two variables refer to the same objects or not. Okay, Forgetting about the quotation marks is also a common mistake. Like when we use to search apple in fruits, then we will need to write the apples in quotation mark. Okay, otherwise it will give us an error. So let's do a quick quiz. Okay, let me add a page here. Okay, let's do a quick quiz here. So let me ask you some questions. So, which logical operator requires every condition to be true? Which logical operator requires every condition to be true? We have already learned it that AND operator and operators requires both of the conditions, or if we have more conditions also, then it will require it to be true. Okay, so which operate so next question is, which operator checks if an item exists inside a list? Which operator checks if an item exists inside a list? So as we already know, it is the in operator. It checks that if dash or something is present in the list or not. So the next question is, which operator reverses true, or let me write it correctly, true to false? So you should also know this answer. It is the not operator. The not operator. It is used to reverse the output. Okay. So next question is, which operator, let's say, compares the values? So you should have learned it by now. It's the double equals to, not the single equals to. It's used for assignment. Okay. And similarly, if we ask which operator checks the identity, so it's the identity operator which is okay. So let me give you a homework too. So create a program that asks for the student name, then age, percentage, and then create a list of it containing the names and the required input. The program should check if the student's name is present in the list using in, and then check if the student is eligible for college admission using the condition age greater than equals to 18 and percentage should be greater than equals to 60, and then print both the results. So congratulations, you have successfully completed the entire operators chapter in Python. So now you know arithmetic operators, comparison operators, assignment operators, logical operators, membership operators, and identity operators. So these operators are the building blocks of almost every Python program. So, in the next session, we will begin one of the most exciting topics in programming, conditional statements. So, we'll finally learn how to make Python take different actions based on different conditions, just like the real world apps do. Until then, practice every program from this chapter. Try changing the inputs, experiment with different values, and don't be afraid to make mistakes. That's one of the fastest way to learn programming. Uh, Thank you for watching. I will see you in the next session. Happy coding. Thank you.